Hey folks, welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Today we're on Lake Michigan chasing Chinook salmon.
Hey, John Gillespie!
This is phenomenal. Massive Slavosaurus Big Butt Muscalungo. Hey guys, I got an 11 pounder. Look at that thing, man. Oh no. Look at the tummy on that thing too, buddy.
That's a toad.
Yes, folks, on Lake Michigan off of Milwaukee with Captain Caleb Zorn. Really your favorite time of the year to be out here. This is king salmon time.
Yeah, this is the season for them, John. They're going to start coming back to these tributes where we planted them and start doing the fall and start spawning, and now we can really easily target them in the gaps through all the harbors, and I mean, it's one of the best times of the year for this.
Well, we got two buddies with us today. We got, is this your cousin back here, RJ, or what?
Yeah, close enough.
Close,
yeah,
we'll make
like
him your cousin.
Second cousin.
And then we got Gunt is with us, who is our usual partner out here on Lake Michigan.
Got some time off of work to join us.
Old Gunt, he's a great guy, but we'll catch some big king salmon.
Definitely, you know it.
Hey folks, so show what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this. Hey folks, as you know, I switched to an Evinrude E-Tech G2 this year. I couldn't be happier. My E-Tech G2 is cutting edge innovation at its finest, and along with the Recon 2185, the performance and fuel economy I'm getting with this boat package is better than anything on the market. And now my friends at Mills Fleet Farm and Evinrude would like to share this experience with you. From now until October the 15th, go to any Mills Fleet Farm store and enter the Evinrude and Mills Fleet Farm Summer on the Water sweepstakes for your chance to win an Evinrude E-Tech G2 and Recon 985 SC boat package, along with some other great prizes. And make sure to check out the full Evinrude lineup at evinrude.com. Folks, I'll tell you what, the greatest addition that we've had this summer, other than Baby William, is the Quick Set Tent by Clam. Is this awesome or what?
Yeah, super awesome.
Super awesome. The cool thing is it sets up in 40 to 45 seconds. One person can do it, and it's good to go. But look at how big it is on the inside. There's plenty of room for a picnic table and 8 chairs. Everybody sits in there and enjoys themselves. Again, the Quick Set by Clam sets up in 45 seconds.
It's shady and completely bug-free. I love the Quick Set by Clam. Check out all the Quick Set models at clamoutdoors.com.
From the makers of the best-selling Yamaha Grizzly and Kodiak 700 comes the all-new Kodiak 450, the world's only midsize ATV with Yamaha-proven off-road capability, all-day comfort, and confidence-inspired performance. The all-new Kodiak 450, starting at just $59.99.
It's time to stock up on superior hardwood fuel pellets at Mills Fleet Farm. Just $3.99 a bag. Give man's best friend extra comfort with a memory foam pet bed, $29.99. Stay warm and comfortable in field-enforced flannel shirts. Sale prices start at $9.99. Hunting season is here. Black Cloud waterfowl ammo is on sale. Save $2 a box. And beat the rush. Get your hunting license now at Mills Fleet Farm.
Folks, welcome back. As I mentioned at the top of the program, we're looking for giant king salmon off of Milwaukee. And Caleb, what we're going to do is start the day trolling, and I guess the reason for that, the middle of the day, the jigging bite isn't that great.
Right, it seems like they're more, concentrated at the bottom. We marked plenty of fish, when we went through the gap to look at it. So now we're going to make a few passes to see if we can't get them trolling.
Caleb, what do I do? This thing is just taking out line.
Just let them go, John.
No, when do I start reeling, buddy?
Just let him take you out. I mean, he's already burned out. He's already burned out 300 feet.
He's burned out 300 feet of line?
That's
and
unreal.
You got one on too?
Yeah,
oh, he just screamed it, man. Look at that rod, folks. Look at that rod bending, man.
Wow.
When do I start reeling, Caleb?
As soon as he slows down. Oh, mine just got off.
Oh, yours got off?
Right here in the prop block.
Oh my God, I'm just holding on.
I'm going to slow the boat down, John.
Yeah.
So now, John, what I'm going to have you do, he's throwing some big head shakes in there.
My God.
Go ahead and just pump the rod real slow. Go ahead and reel down on him. Perfect. And then just pull up real easy. I mean, look at the head shakes.
That just is a giant.
John, I'm going to back down on this fish slowly. I'm just afraid of another boat coming through the gap and actually cutting it off. So
all right, we are definitely gaining a line now.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Oh, Johnny.
Oh, that's a beautiful fish, man. Nice job. Look at the size of this fish, man. Isn't that gorgeous, Caleb?
John, that's a perfect king. I mean, probably what, 17, 18 pounds?
And this one is still kind of silver, right? Perfect eater?
Yeah, this one definitely you could put on the grill.
Now, I wouldn't want to, you know what I want to do with this one is I want to have them smoked.
Okay.
And when you actually guide, you got places you can take them where the guys can smoke these?
Yeah, you get them smoked, takes about 2-3 days.
RJ, all right, buddy, he's got one on now. It's been about a half hour, folks, since our last hit. What do you think, buddy? What do you think?
It's a little brown, but we'll see what happens when it gets up here.
All right, RJ.
Always fun to get them, no matter what it is.
Yeah, and you're a great angler, I've heard.
I try.
Oh, that's the eater size if that's a king.
Yeah.
There we go.
Thought it was a little brown, but
Oh no, folks, look at that. They're like torpedoes, man. They are cool looking fish.
Ready?
And we got them in the frame. What is it, Caleb? What do we got there?
It's a smaller king, John.
Now that is a beautiful fish. What is that, RJ?
a nice little king, John.
Now how old do you think that one is, Caleb?
John, this is actually a 4-year-old fish. He's starting to turn. He's coming in here to, spawn this fall, but obviously, he's probably 15 pounds lighter than the one we got earlier.
Folks, taking a look at the hummingbird right now as we're trolling in the Milwaukee Harbor. These are all Chinook salmon, Caleb?
Yeah, those are all salmon down there, and there are probably a few browns mixed in, but then if you look at the side scan, John, look at all of them on the side scan.
Now with the mega imaging, which is exclusive to hummingbird, it throws out a higher frequency. So you can actually see the details. You look at that, you can see the head
It's unreal.
and the tail of those fish.
Yep.
But what a great tool. Now what we'll do is put a mark in there, a waypoint.
Okay.
So when we're done trolling, we'll go back and cast that area, right?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that is so cool to see that, man. It's like having a camera down there. That mega imaging is incredible. Hey, my buddy Gunt has a fish on now. Hey, does this feel like one of the Chinooks I just caught?
It feels like it's a little bit smaller.
Okay, oh, it could be a brown trout. And we have ourselves a bonus brown trout. That's cool. Hey, good job there, Gunt. Those are fun, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they are.
Now we get the browns. That's not uncommon to have the browns mixed in with the Chinook this time of year.
No, they're starting to school up and eat on the bait fish too down here along the breakwalls.
Folks, we just pulled those trolling rods. You take a look at the sky out there, Caleb. That looks pretty nasty coming in, doesn't it?
Yeah, we got a wicked storm coming from the north, and surprisingly, it's pushing to the south, and it's not blowing out to the east. So.
Yeah, take a look at the radar here on the phone. I mean, that is a really big system, and it's in Port Washington right now, which is only about 10-15 miles from where we're at. So what do you say? We pulled the trolling rods. You want to go up and jig until it gets real nasty? If there's any lightning, we'll go in.
Yeah, we'll call it then, but we'll go focus and jig right now on that.
Well, folks, we certainly got stormed off last night. This morning we got, mid-70s, a little light east wind, and got my daughter Blake with us today. And Caleb, what are we going to do today?
Today, John, we're going to do some bobber fishing. The salmon moved in here a little bit closer inside the harbors, and now today they're keying on spawn.
Okay, so you really just got a single hook there, and you just put a bunch of what on there? What is that?
It's actually skein. We got that from the fish last night when we cleaned it.
Oh, okay. Now, Blake, you've caught a lot of fish over the years. Have you ever caught a 20-pounder?
I have not. I'm excited though.
Well, she's got a good shot at a 20-pounder.
Definitely. There's a lot of big fish in here this year, John.
That fish took me all the way to the other side of the boat there, folks. Oh, my. I'm putting as much torque on him as I can.
Yeah, don't be afraid, John. I mean, we got...
What do you got on here, Seagar?
Yeah, 12-pound.
12-pound Seagar? Wow. Jeez. Okay, folks, I can just see the, whoa!
Oh, John,
holy
that's a
cow.
big fish.
This is a real big fish, folks. You wanna get a practice handling a big fish, this is the place. Oh, that's a big female. That's a big female.
Give it a little more.
Oh, yeah.
Nice
Holy moly. Folks, I'll tell you what, that is an incredible battle. Just an unbelievable battle. And the cool thing about doing this too, folks, is we put our Minn Kota on the anchor button, so you don't have to worry about these fish running into anchor lines, you know?
Yeah, and then we can definitely move around and chase them when need be.
Now that's a big female, huh?
Yeah, that's a big fish, John.
What are we looking on weight on that, about 16?
Nah, I'd go more than that. You're probably looking at 20.
Hold them out again. And what's so cool, folks, when it's bobber fishing like you're fishing for bluegills.
Bluegills, crappies, and they'll even hit it like that.
Look at the size of that. And on a good day down here, how many of these do you guys get?
You could, John, easily put 30 in the boat on a good day.
Oh man, I'd be exhausted. That was fun though, man. It was cool catching them trolling, but this is the way to do it.
This is a blast.
So as I'm watching my bobber, what should I do when it goes down?
You want to have all the slack out for the most part, and you really want to have a strong hook set on these fish. You really want to drill the hook in there. They got a pretty bony mouth, so you really want to get the hook penetrated in there.
Got one.
All right, Blake. Well, now this is going to be fun, right? Come on up here. Come on up here with me, Caleb. How do you teach a newcomer like Blake to play these?
Honestly, you know, Blake, just be real calm and let that fish run on you. When they're making big runs, it's not even worth reeling. So when the fish starts to come back, though, you loosen up, go ahead and start reeling like that. Yep, you want to have nice steady pressure on them.
Oh, okay, here he comes. Oh, yeah.
All right, go ahead and walk them right into me. Oh, not yet.
Ooh, look at the size of that one. One more reel, maybe? One more? Oh. Ooh. And yeah, good job there, Blake.
Wow.
Nice fish.
Well,
Wow, it's crazy to think I'm just a few miles away catching fish like this. This is awesome.
yeah, you actually live
right there.
Yeah, that is amazing. And you can tell, Blake, that this is a male, right, Caleb?
Yeah. Yep.
By what?
He's starting to get a little hook going on there. The females, they don't have that. And I mean, this time of year, the females have a huge belly. I mean, this is, you know, nothing compared to a female.
Now that is some fight, isn't it, Blake?
It is. That was my first salmon I've ever caught.
I know, and that's below average in terms of size.
Yeah, I mean, this fish, John's probably 5 pounds, you know, and we're getting them all the way up to 25 in here.
You think you can handle a 25?
I'm gonna try. I got one.
I know what happened there.
That caught me by surprise.
Yeah, but I noticed you set that hook pretty hard.
Look at that. I have never felt anything like this before.
I know, and you set the hook hard, didn't you?
Yes.
What should she do?
Just keep nice steady pressure on this fish, John.
Okay, Blake, your drag is set perfectly, so it's not going to break your line. Just keep pressure on them. Well, folks, this is 5 minutes later. How you holding up?
Hanging in there, but he is not
Oh.
Not
cooperating with me. All right, it's coming in, it's coming in.
Couple more turns, Blake.
Come on.
Couple more turns.
Reel down all the way to the
Reel
bobber,
down to the
Blake.
bobber and pull up.
Lift
There
up
you go.
real
Pull
easy.
up. Oh, geez. Oh.
This one does not want to come in.
Down and up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This thing is just a sow. Look at that,
Yes.
Blake. Blake, look at that fish. What happened there with the bobber, Blake?
Seriously, I looked over and it was just halfway down the water and I was like, got one.
Well, you know what Gunn said. He said you really set the hook pretty good, right?
Yeah,
All right. Well, this is your biggest fish ever, isn't it?
that was seriously one of the hardest fights ever, but look at how huge.
Well, Caleb, you know, that's what's so cool is you can get beginning fishermen out here and they can battle a fish like that, right?
Have a blast doing it too. I mean, that was a long fight we just had, probably over, 10, 15 minutes of this fish.
You tired, Blake?
My arm.
Yeah. We were fishing Lake Michigan out of Milwaukee, a 0-hour drive from Milwaukee, 1.5 hours from Chicago, and 5.5 hours from Minneapolis. Folks, running a big 2-stroke engine this year, I've really gotten to rely on the Amsoil Hp Marine. This really makes my engine run better, doesn't it, Len?
It does. We do a lot of testing behind the scenes on these particular products, and a couple of the big things to think about is wear protection and detergency. We make sure that there's nothing building up inside that engine. We're also protecting it from wear, because these are the things you don't look at until something happens, so we make sure it doesn't.
And a lot less smoke, right?
Right. That's something that we actually do. We look at trying to produce less smoke. That's one of the major things.
And for more information on both the HP 2-stroke and 4-stroke Marine, you can go to
Amsoil.com.
The new Acme Rattle Master has a built-in echo chamber with a brass rattle that calls fish in. The body's solid brass too and won't bend or dull, and reflects fish attracting light all over the water column. This 1-2 punch of sight and sound means you make less casts, because the fish come to you. Rip it or shake it for crappie, walleye, northern, salmon, or trout, and experience multi-species action with just one bait.
Folks, when I head out to fish, I always stock up on my favorite Baitmate fish attractants. Dale, I just put that Baitmate on, man. Baitmate offers a complete line of fish attractants and convenient spray bottles for every angler and every species of fish. Improve your chances of catching fish with Baitmate fish attractants. It just makes sense. Do you ever get tired of this, buddy?
I really don't, John. This bobber bite's so much fun.
Oh, it really is, man. You just sit and relax in the old recon here and wait for that bobber to go down.
Yep.
Look at the rod bending, man. That is incredible. Do I need to come in?
You're good out there.
Okay.
I'm gonna come over you there.
Ooh, that was a big fish there, folks.
Fish,
That's
John.
a big fish. Wow, wow. Look at the size of this thing, folks.
John, I think we're over 20 on this fish.
Over 20 pounds?
I would think so. That's a big fish. Ready,
right.
Gunter?
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Look at the size of that fish.
That's a big male. You can see he's really starting to get the hook right there, John.
I mean, what an incredible fight.
Oh, the power on it was unreal.
And you know, today's September the 19th. Is there a lot of time left for guys to call you and come out?
Oh yeah, the whole month of September and then a few weeks into October, it's really hot.
Oh, that was cool. That bobber just kind of slid down. I let it go for a second, folks. Whoa, whoa. Let it go for a second, and then I set the hook, man, and he just took off. Boy, did he ever take off. Wow. Whoa. Oh, look at that reel. Wow. There's times, folks, too, when you have to get on the bow mount and go after these. Whoa.
That's one of those times right now,
Yeah,
John.
I think so. We got to chase this fish. We got to chase this fish. Get on the bow mount. Okay, Caleb, I'm coming up to you, buddy.
Come on up,
Coming
John.
up. Coming up. Okay, this is what you got to do with these fish. Will just break you off. Wow. Holy cow. Now I'm gaining on them a little, Caleb. I'm
There
gaining.
you go. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, my gosh. Look at the size of that salmon. That is a giant right there.
That's a
Folks,
big fish.
hey, Caleb, come on up here real quick. What we had to do there, and this happens quite often, is you got to get on that Minn Kota and chase them.
You gotta chase them down, John. I mean, that fish was gonna bring it around the rocks, and the line would have started rubbed, and we would have lost her.
Is that my 25-pounder?
Nah, it's pushing 20, if not over.
All right, let's check them. Look at that, folks. Look at that fish.
Look at the belly on it.
I mean, that thing is just a giant. And you figure, what is that, 18, 19?
I would think so, John. I mean, look at the belly. That thing is just plump full.
And real quick, Blake was wondering why they hit the spawn this time of year.
More out of aggression, John. They're trying to destroy other eggs that are not theirs coming in their area.
I got you, okay. Well, folks, I'll tell you what, my arm is sore, isn't it, you know?
It's a good fish.
Mr. Exciting, our gun test went on now up in the front there. I'm gonna have to come up here and coach him as to how to play this fish. What do you think, buddy?
Tell me what to do.
Oh, I'm not gonna tell you what to do. You've been Great Lakes fishing all your life. How long does it take to get these fish in sometimes, Gunter?
Sometimes it depends on the attitude of the fish. You know, you could get a real big one on and it's being cooperative, or you get a small one on and they fight like they, you know, it's like the Rottweiler and the Chihuahua, you know.
That's a good one. Oh, another tank. Another tank. Can you get them in? Get them, guys, get them.
Here he's coming.
Whoa, unbelievable. What happened there, Gun? He took a run.
Oh yeah, this one's definitely a little bit better than the last one.
Come on, guys, it's a half-hour show, dudes. It's a half-hour show. Get them in that Frable. All right, guys. Beautiful fish. Big female. And actually, you know, you kind of mentioned it before, Caleb. You actually want the females because you take the skein and that's what you use for bait. Is that correct?
Correct. That's what we're using right now, John.
Yeah, just hold them up before you take the hook out. Yeah, that's nice
I mean,
fish.
before we had that male, you could see how skinny. I mean, look at the belly on this fish.
Yeah, that's amazing. And should mention too, you know, when the salmon are done, you're guiding on Lake Michigan all winter, huh? It's good brown trout fishing?
Brown trout, you know, and now, John, this year they opened up lake trout year-round and you get to keep 5.
Well, I'll come with you in November.
All right, perfect.
I got a real treat for you today. I've got Johnsonville Grillers, and you know, they come in all different flavors. My favorite, of course, is the bacon and cheddar. And what they are is brats that are infused with bacon and Wisconsin cheddar cheese. They come frozen, real easy to cook. All you got to do is put them on the grill, turn them for every 5 minutes or so, take about 15 minutes, and when they're golden brown, they're ready to eat. Go ahead.
All right.
Bacon and cheddar grillers.
Phenomenal.
Aren't those really good and juicy? And during the football season, buddy, there is nothing better for tailgating or at home.
Very good, John.
Johnsonville bacon and cheddar grillers, folks, that are in your freezer section.
Remember, folks, to follow all of our fishing adventures on Facebook for behind-the-scene photos and giveaways. This week, you have a chance to win an assortment of lures from Acme, including Castmasters, Little Cleos, and Sidewinders. Simply go to facebook.com/Gillespie Fishing.
The future of boating is here. Now, get all the thrilling performance of an Evinrude E-Tech G2 in the new 150, 175, and 200 horsepower.
Bass fishing's fun, but half of these tournaments is like a boat race, trying to beat everybody down the lake. And with that Evinrude E-Tech G2, it's like driving a Corvette. That thing is passing everybody.
All the best-in-class torque of the Evinrude E-Tech G2 is now available from 150 to 300 horsepower.
This is a whole other level. The G2 is awesome.
To learn more, visit evinrude.com.
Let us make this absolutely clear. The days of wasted casts and missed opportunities are over. New Mega Imaging takes fishing into the megahertz range for the first time, because higher frequency sonar means higher frequency of this. Without a doubt, it's the most detailed picture of the world below ever. And it's only from Humminbird.
Oh, Gunter's got another one on in the front there. And you know what's so cool, Caleb, is this type of fishing, weather conditions don't seem to bother it, right?
No, not really, John. I mean, actually, almost kind of, when you get, you know, more overcast, cloudy, and rainy, I think they bite even better.
Oh, that's a small one there, Gun. I mean, that is funny when you're calling 8, 10-pound fish small. But that's another male there, folks. And Gunter, if you can hold him up right away, that'd be great, buddy. Yeah, let's take a gander at that one. Now, that is another male, right?
Yes, it is.
And you've been doing this fishing, you know, all your life. And you said you've eaten these before smoked, and they're pretty good.
I have, yeah. I mean, you can smoke them up, you know, if they're a little better color, you know, like more like a silver color.
Right.
And you can prepare them other ways, too.
But smoking is the best way, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Mills Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2017 Fishing Contest. This week's first winner is Paul Lee from Mosinee, Wisconsin, caught this 43-inch northern pike on Big O Plain using a 3-inch maxi great white. John Roulette from Hartford, Wisconsin, boated this 32-inch walleye on the Bay of Green Bay using a crawler harness. Alice Lee Pack from Big Bend, Wisconsin, caught this 15-inch crappie on Big St. Germain using a mini mite. Tom Warner from Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, boated this 37-inch king salmon on Lake Michigan using an Easter egg spoon. And this week's kids winners are Nathan Fieldbrug from Germantown, Wisconsin, caught this 23-inch largemouth bass on a Germantown pond using a 4-inch bluegill. And Aaron Ryland from Black Creek, Wisconsin, boated this 40-inch king salmon on Lake Michigan using a spoon. Our adult winners will receive a $25 Mills Fleet Farm gift card, and our kids winners will receive a Plano tackle box. Remember, folks, Mills Fleet Farm has everything you need for fishing and hunting, from snacks and all your licenses.
Every couple seconds, somebody has one on. Ooh.
Oh, man.
But just what should she do here, Kim? Just keep
Yeah, just nice steady pressure. When that fish wants to run, just let that fish go.
Wow.
I have never felt this before.
I know. That's what's so cool. Well, we turned that camera off for a second. The fish is taking you all the way over here now.
This fish is not giving up.
No, and you can't give up.
I can't.
Go ahead, Blake. I'm gonna have you go up front.
Go up front, Blake. Go up front. Go up front. That fish is taking you all over the place.
Big fish.
That's a torpedo going under the boat there. Look at the size of that thing, man. Wow. What do you think, Blake?
Man, this is the most incredible fight I've ever experienced.
There you go.
Yes!
Oh my gosh, Blake, look at the size of that thing, Blake. Wow.
That is incredible.
Yep, that is a beauty. Hold him up. That's a big male, Blake. And again, show why it's a male there, Caleb.
He's starting to get that big hook going on.
Yeah.
Seriously. Now that is a beauty. What's the biggest fish you've ever caught this year?
This year we got one that was 29.
Wow.
Which would be 10 pounds bigger than that one?
Yeah, I would say all of it, yeah.
How's your arms, Blake?
They're tired, but that was worth it.
Folks, remember you can catch all of our shows on YouTube. Simply type in John Gillespie and it will take you to our YouTube channel. For more information on fishing with Captain Caleb Zorn, call Wacky Walleye Guide Servers. The number is 920-743-5731, 743-5731. I've really loved running the Recon 2185 this year, so have you, Pete. And these boats are going to be for sale at the end of the season, and they are rigged to the hilt, aren't they?
They are rigged to the hilt, professionally rigged by John at Recon Boats, and you can buy both of these boats at the end of the year, or either of these boats at the end of the year. There's a Recon boat section on PeteMana.com, or go through your local Recon dealer.
They're going to be at a great price too, folks.
Yes.
Hey folks, this Stingray cutting tool is the most convenient and sharpest tool I've ever had in the boat. 30-pound braid, look at that, man, like butter. And you can also trim with this too, Pete?
Yeah, you can trim tight to jigs, lures, and just, you know, it'll actually take the knot off. And again, it'll be, you know, your mono, your fluoro, whatever it is. And on up to my 130-pound test muskie line, it's gonna slice it like butter.
And we never have to say, hey Ryan, get the knife.
Yeah, get the knife, Ryan. If you fish, chances are you've used a mustad hook. That's all we use.
Mark, get him in there. Army tank Daredale. Oh, there is a big boy. I mean, I just can't believe this, folks. Oh, let's see him, buddy. Look at that. That 10 seconds, though, makes a big difference, buddy. Well, that one is a gorgeous fish. Is that pushing 3?
It's 3. We're going to weigh it.
Mustad, the world's largest manufacturer of fishing hooks. Get the point? We did. Hey, phenomenal fishing, and I want to mention again, this is going to last for about another 7 weeks.
I would say probably at least 4.
So guys can get out and do this with you.
Definitely.
Good time, man. A lot of big fish. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know where we're going to fish at. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey, don't